Hey everyone, this is Josh from before, and I'm here with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Grifter. This is based off his appearance in Infinite Frontier. Let's take a look at him in the box here. Now, I did not read Wildcats, but I was alive in the 90s, so I'm familiar enough with the character Grifter. Although I must admit, I'm not certain if his current DC incarnation still has all his powers, the healing and the psychic abilities and stuff. He's kind of an overpowered character, but super cool looking. I can't wait to get him out of the box. Let's do it. All right, let's start off. Look at this really excellent sculpt. If you're a fan of Grifter from the 90s, you may remember him with a trench coat, but this shorter jacket looks super rad too. You know, my mind is in kind of like custom fodder mode because I've been putting together some customs and trying to create some henchmen. And so this guy, I'm looking at him and I'm seeing all these great pieces that would look really good, mix and match with, you know, other characters to create some fun customs. But love this windswept hair kind of coming out of the top of his mask. The hair's got a little wash on it, so it's got some great dimension. The hair, the mask, and the shoes are pretty much the big places where you're getting paint. These nice washes that bring out all the detail, the laces on the shoes. Although I'm a bit surprised to see that seems like the hands and the sculpted ball joint wrists are painted as well. If you come in close there, you can see that green cast plastic underneath there. And these painted wrists are very stiff. This one is really, it hinges, but it won't rotate at all. It feels like it's putting a lot of pressure on that plastic. It feels like it might break. So let's get a close look at how this mask works here. You can see the hints of a human head underneath that mask, which is this soft material. It's got some give to it, so when you move the mask around, it moves a little bit. Really great movement and attitude out of the head sculpt and neck articulation. You can see this jacket's this soft rubbery material. I'm kind of surprised to see that it is connected here to the chest. So you can pull it back there and see what's going on, but it's not fully separate from the torso, which is kind of surprising. He doesn't have those butterfly spacers in the shoulders there, but there's a lot of room for the movement to come in, which is great. I love being able to move these shoulders around. Bicep cut works really well and looks really good there. This arm is kind of loose though. In fact, I could feel it wanting to come right out where it's connected at the bicep. Great double elbows that look good when bent. I always like to point out that when you have a double elbow, you can kind of change a little bit of the range depending on which one you move first. Keep that in mind when you're trying to get a pose just so. Definitely got some decent forward crunch here, which is good. Rotates and rocks at the waist. Rotates and has some rock in there at the diaphragm as well. Throwing a little bit of silver on these buckles and the zipper is going to go a long way to really making this guy pop. Legs seem like they want to have a little bit of rotation there. And then when you lift them up, they can rotate a little bit easier. The legs move really well, even with all these overlapping pieces of utility straps and stuff. I always appreciate how these things are separate. They create spaces to tuck in guns or swords or what have you. Double knees are awesome too. He's going to be able to crouch. He's got these great looking sculpted ball joint ankles. The soles of his boots are sculpted. I always love to see that. He's got the toes there. Oh yeah, this guy's going to be fun. Now, what would Grifter be without his trademark guns? Oh, well, we're about to find out because he just came with a sword and a knife. They do look pretty cool. Great detail on that sword. It's a soft material, but it looks good in the light. This knife is rad as well. Super cool sculpt on that. A little bit of paint on these. They both fit in his hand very easily. I mean, they look cool. They're not guns, but they look rad. Fortunately, Todd's saving the day with that munitions pack that's available for pre-order on the McFarlane Toy Store site now. And like I was mentioning earlier, you give a guy a sword and then these loose strappy things. Tuck stuff in there like so. That is rad. Yeah, the fun factor here is going to be very high. This is just one of those dudes that, like, if you know the character or not, he just looks cool, and then coming in with a really articulated, great movement. The fun factor is just going to be high. It's just going to make for a great, fun figure, regardless of your attachment to the character. And we'll throw Red Hood's guns in his hand just to get a sense of how he's going to look when you put guns in his hand. And he looks really cool is how he looks. The attitude is totally there. Sick looking fig. Dynamite. I gave him this gun from from Cyberpunk, which is a rad gun. It's the figure alone is worth getting just for this gun, which has a magazine that comes out. It's a little futuristic looking, but I think it still fits. Let's throw a few figures in here for comparison. We got the Arkham Knight. We've got Damian Wayne, who's also from Infinite Frontier. They're 2 for 2 on Infinite Frontier in my book. Both really fun, cool looking figures. And with the rumor that we're going to be getting a Scarecrow from Infinite Frontier, oh man, I'm really stoked on that. And I actually haven't even read that storyline, so I think I'm going to have to open up Infinite Frontier now after this. And then we got Zur-En-Arrh and Rebirth Batman over here to round that out. Now, of course, I want to throw him on the Grifter motorcycle because everybody looks cool on the Grifter motorcycle, and I wanted to have him with both hands on the handles, but like I mentioned, this wrist will not rotate at all, and if I put any more pressure on it, I'm going to break that damn peg. So a QC issue there is getting in the way of full playability. That's a bit annoying, but this guy, he looks rad, right? And while we're here, let's welcome to the From Before Figs Rogues Gallery, long time viewer, Hambone. Hambone, thanks for being such a consistent friend of the channel, for your ongoing participation. Always great to see you showing up to the live streams and the premieres. Let's hear it in the comments for Hambone. So that is Grifter, a modern classic as far as characters go. A great figure out of the box. He's going to be even better once you get some guns in his hand. That gun pack, that weapon pack from McFarlane, it cannot come soon enough. It's going to be great to see. The attitude's there, the fun factor's there. Really cool looking and tons of reuse possibilities. I'm kind of feeling like I need to order like 2 more right now just to have henchman fodder, you know? But you at home, make up your own mind if you need this guy or not. I think you'd be really pleased to pick it up regardless of whether or not you're a fan of the character. And now I'm going to go crack open Infinite Frontier and see what that storyline's all about. Thanks for watching, folks. I will see you all next time. Bye.